Hey yo, you're from the neighborhood quarter guy here, and well, this week's certainly been an interesting week for gaming. On the Sony side, we've got the reveal of the PlayStation 4 Neo, now officially called the PS4 Pro. Yeah, it's basically an enhanced version of the PlayStation 4 with apparently taking advantage of 4K visuals and 4K streaming and upscaling for video content. If you've got a 4K TV, that is. I don't know anyone who does, to be honest. And apparently it also has enhanced gameplay with faster frame rates for select PS4 games. Now, why it's just select, I don't know. Maybe there's games in the pipeline that are basically being developed with the PS4 Pro in mind, though I'm not sure how it's gonna be worth getting at this point, at least, especially if you already have a regular PS4. Now, I'm guessing the PS4 Pro is basically for the people who really want those super rich, awesome graphics. But there's this thing called HDR. It's like high dynamic range color that's being added to regular PS4s, as well as the PS4 Slim, which was also revealed, which is basically a smaller, sleeker version of the regular PS4, which is going to have standard features of the regular PS4. I'm thinking right now, it's like, I'm really not that excited about the PS4 Pro, to be honest, even though I have a regular PS4 now, which I got used, so yeah. PS4 Slim, it's like, if you're just looking to play PS4 games, I would recommend a PS4 Slim at this point. Unless you really want those super crisp graphics. In which case, you might want to start saving now for a PS4 Pro if you want one. Meanwhile, on the Nintendo side, this is something I never thought I would ever find myself saying. We're getting a Mario game on iPhones. Yeah, Super Mario Run was announced this past week during the Apple event, during which the iPhone 7 was also revealed, which got rid of the headphone jack, which, I don't know, is a standard feature on most phones that pretty much everyone uses who has a phone. I mean, why would you get rid of a headphone jack just to push your own brand of headphones? It's just a stupid idea, to be honest. But anyway, Super Mario Run. Basically, it's a simplified Mario platformer. You just tap the screen and Mario jumps. And from what I've seen, it looks pretty interesting. Too bad it's not coming to Android until next year, if at all. Anyways, updates. Progress is being made on my top 10 Neo Geo games countdown. I've got a few segments left to script. Problem's going to be finding someone to proofread it who has enough knowledge of Neo Geo who can proofread it and make sure I didn't say anything stupid. Also, as the game day for the Extra Life charity event approaches, I'll be getting back into live streaming. I'll be starting tomorrow with a game of my choosing. I won't say what it is just yet. I haven't actually decided what it's going to be. But it's going to be... the stream's going to be held tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time on my Twitch channel. Look forward to that. And for my question of the week, are you interested in the PS4 Pro? As always, leave your answers in the comments. Favorite comments will be featured on next episode. Here are last week's winners. And with that, time for the fourth wall mailbag. As always, send me your questions via YouTube comments. I'll feature my favorite questions in the next episode. First question this week comes from the Masked Mewtwo, who asks, do you think that Arcana Heart deserves its own anime? To be honest, I think it would make for a great anime. I mean, the concept of the game alone would make for something akin to a magical girls genre anime, so it kind of surprised me that it hasn't happened yet. Meanwhile, we've got Azure Striker Gunvolt that's getting an OVA, and that hasn't been around nearly as long. Hopefully, if Arcana Heart ever does get an anime, that if it's done by the same studio who did BlazBlue Ultra Memory, that they learned from their mistakes on that. Because, to be honest, I would love to see the characters from Arcana Heart in a good anime. That'd be worth watching. Next question comes from Nikki Corbins, who asks, do you cosplay? To be honest, I would like to, but right now I don't quite have the budget for it, to be honest. There are some characters I'd like to try to cosplay, and I'm not as comfortable trying to cosplay of female characters as male characters, to be honest, especially with the beard, you know. But I'm not sure I could pull off a female character, to be honest. But some male characters, probably. If I could afford it, I would definitely give it a shot. Next question comes from Blaze Style, who asks, what is your least favorite Mega Man series? If you want me to be honest, I don't hate any of the Mega Man series. In fact, I like them all, though I will say I have to be honest, I was the least impressed with Mega Man Legends. I don't hate Legends, in fact, I actually like Legends, but not as much as the other series. It just kind of feels like a different game, to be honest. Though, that's not necessarily a bad thing, it just feels a little awkward for me, to be honest. That being said, I would like to see Legends 3 get made. Finally, after all these years. And after the Legends project got cancelled. Still a little salty about that. I'm sorry. Next question comes from Crosby the Partial, who asks, ever think of doing a playthrough of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow? Actually, the thought has occurred to me, to be honest, of doing a Let's Play of it. I mean, it's my favorite Castlevania game, and it's one that I'd really like to see get more credit where credit is due. I mean, I love the story, I love the characters, the gameplay is great, a lot of the bosses are good. Some of the music is memorable too, so at some point I might actually do a Let's Play of Aria of Sorrow. In fact, even in my mind I entertain the idea of even doing like a fan dub of it. But I don't think, I think that would be too much for me to handle, to be honest. I'm a video maker, not a director. Last question this week comes from Douglas Stewart, who asks, stupid question, QG, what's your opinion of the dab?